For the past 50 years, since the early era of the RAND Corporation and the space race, the solvers of the world's biggest and most complex problems have relied on the thinking of Dr. Chuck Kepner and his renowned process for solving problems.
The guru that started everything way back in 1958 and 60 with the RAND Corporation is actually Dr. Charles Kepner, or as we know him, just Chuck Kepner. So Chuck, of course, really pioneered the whole thing about decision making and problem solving way back in those times, and Chuck was a person that actually started the questioning and the questioning technique and the templates we're using today. They are virtually the same still from that time to this time. So he was the pioneer in that area. Really became the person that systematized the whole approach to decision making and problem solving. He inspired everybody around the table, and to such an extent that you want to do this the rest of your life. And I could see myself very easily as a professional problem solver since that day.
I had the pleasure of meeting Chuck Kepner on a few occasions. So he came over to our offices in Italy. He spent time not only with me, but with our entire staff. And they had read his books, and they knew, of course, the methodologies and used them every day in their work. But to actually meet Chuck and spend time and have him explaining the thinking behind and the development that went into these processes we all use every day was fantastic.
I spent some time sitting at one of our meetings on a bench with him having a glass of wine in Barcelona. And the thing that always captivates me about successful people, and he's obviously one of them, or if it's our CEOs, is a high level of humility. One of the things that he had said to me is, I said, as we use some of your foundational tools, we'd like to continue to build on them. And he said, if you can build on them and use my name, even if you put my name on a doghouse, I'd be happy with that. And it always stuck in my mind as someone who's had such a progress and a career in life, still has the simplicity to understand that.
I think that if you look at the early 60s, there were not really any good decision-making theory or methodology. So I think that was a major advance in the area of decision-making problem solving. That's Chuck's contribution to the future. He's a pioneer. That's all I can say, and he looks at things differently than most people do.
Today, as we remember the life and work of Dr. Chuck Kepner, we at Thinking Dimensions Global would like to recognize and thank Chuck for his unique and everlasting contributions to our field. As we continue to use and build upon Chuck's methodology with organizations around the world, we recognize Chuck as the pioneer whose original curiosity brought forth the tools that we use today. If you've ever been influenced by Kepner-Trigo or Kepner-Fourie methods, if you've met Chuck personally, or if you've used his methods in business, even in your personal life, please stay in touch with us so that we can share the new developments in this field that dates back to Chuck's original work. Thanks for watching.